Hi, this is HardballRetro. Welcome to the Retrodome. This video is a companion to a series of articles on my HardballRetro.com website. The main article is located under the Retro Replays category and is titled Hardball Retro Replays, Sim Seasons with Original and Actual Half-Decade Rosters. To determine the actuals rosters, I take the 40 best player seasons from each team based on win shares, using each player's best season in the 5-year period. I run the simulation for at least 10 seasons in each half-decade. The team with the highest victory total within a given season receives 1 point. If 2 or more teams ties for the lead, each team receives a half point. The team with the most points after 10 seasons is declared the winner. However, if no team led or tied for the lead in at least 4 out of 10 seasons, the simulation continues until at least one team reaches that criteria. The main article includes a full explanation of my methodology, along with links for each replay's recap and season-by-season results. So today we're going to be reviewing the results from the actuals replay from the 2015 through 2019 seasons. So let me pull this up here. So this is season 1 of the 2015 through 2019 Hardball Retro actuals library that I created. So we'll go into season overview here. And if there's any confusion as to how I put the rosters together or what these teams are, hopefully it will become clear as I go through this first season, through the season overview, and I'm going to look at the special events from each season as well. So up here it says 2001. What I'm actually doing here is for each replay, I just increment the last number by 1. So season 1, just for scheduling purposes, and so I can compile career stats. So the first season is 2001, then we have 2002, 2003, 2004, and so on. And you'll see in the other seasons that are like pre-2000s, I'll use something like, let's say if I'm doing the 1995 through 99 replay, you'll see like a 95, 01, 95, 02, and so forth. It's just a way to designate which season I'm on. And when you're looking at the career statistics, awards, leaderboards, and so forth, it's a way to differentiate what season those stats were achieved. So at any rate, like I said, team with the most wins in a given season gets a point. So far we've got Boston with 100, Cleveland with 100. If we scroll down to the NL, we've got the Nationals with 100. But we see here the Dodgers have 101. So that's the top team for this for season 1. So the Dodgers get 1 point, and they lead the series at this point. So let's just go back to the AL and look at the standings here. And again, this is the actuals, not the originals. The originals is when I put everybody back on their original team and then pick the best 40 players for that half decade. This is the actuals, so these are the players that were actually on the team during that 5-year stretch, the top 40 players on each team. So at any rate, so the Red Sox leading the East by a comfortable margin, 10 games over the Yankees. The Jays are over 500, and the Rays and Orioles a little bit below. The Red Sox also with a nice run differential, positive 186. In the AL Central, we've got the Indians, 100 victories, 148 run diff. The White Sox, 87 victories, 13 games back. You've got the Astros leading the West, but it was they didn't win a lot of games here, but 86 was enough to win the division. Everybody else here sub 500, and my Angels did not do so well. In the National League, got the Nationals leading the NL East by a 5-game margin over the Mets. The Braves coming in pretty strong in third, and then two teams sub 500, and the Phillies losing 100 games. It's interesting. I'd have to dive in to look at their roster and see what went wrong there. The Brewers, 93 wins, 10 games above the Cubbies. Everybody else below 500 there. Also, before I forget, Nationals, 186 run differential, pretty good. But as you can see, the Dodgers with the top mark in wins and also run differential with plus 257. So that's a pretty stout lineup there. And the pitchers are keeping runs off the board as well. So a good combination. Diamondbacks, 12 back. Everybody else below 500. Alright, so I'm not going to read all of these off, but let's just take a look at the leaderboard for Season 1. You've got Jose Altuve of the Astros, 355 average, well above runner-up Yoan Moncada, and a couple of Red Sox teammates there. Nick Castellanos rounding out the top 5. We've got Chris Davis, Chris with a K, 63 homer, 136 RBIs leading the way. Aaron Judge second. Joey Bats, Francisco Lindor. Wouldn't expect him to really see him this far up on the home run leaderboard anyway. And Trey Mancini with 44 jacks. So that's interesting. Over in the National League, Daniel Murphy, top batting average, 355, over Charlie Blackmon, Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, 50 homers, 136 RBI, leading the way, over Bellinger, 48 and 129. And you can see the other ones here. Let's see, ERA lead, AL, Chris Sale, 3.08 over Rick Porcello. And so this is one of the things you'll notice here is players can appear multiple times because Chris Sale was on the White Sox in 2016. That's what the dash numbers are, dash 16, dash 17. So Sale on the Red Sox in 2017 is also on our leaderboard. So we'll probably see a few of those as we go through these. Chris R. Young on the Royals, 19 wins, 2015. King Felix and Sale with 18. And save leader, Craig Kimbrell. NL pitching leaders, Zach Greinke, top ERA, and 24 victories. Wow, that's pretty good. Jacob deGrom, 219 and 20 wins. Scherzer also with 20 wins there. Strasburg with 19, third in ERA. David Phelps there. And for saves, Trevor Rosenthal of the Cardinals, 31 over Kenley Jansen. Now if we go to the top vote getters, Chris Davis over Francisco Lindor. For AL MVP, AL Cy Young goes to Chris Young over Chris Sale by a 6-vote margin. NL MVP, Cody Bellinger over Freddie Freeman. And NL Cy Young, Zach Greinke blew away the competition here. DeGrom and Strasburg, a distant second. All right, so we're going to go out of season overview over to reports. By the way, I'm using for this one Digital Diamond version 12. Let's look at special events view. Now we're going to see there's a way to customize this, but I just use the generic special events report and just scroll down to what I need here. So we don't concern ourselves with some of these innings, teams runs, team hits. For the purposes of what we're doing here, I'm not going to go through these. We're just going to scroll down and look at home runs and hitting for the cycle, inside the Parkers, no hitters, that kind of thing. And some of the other ones I've done here. There's a small number of pitchers with strikeouts, 12 or more strikeouts in a game. When I looked at this report, it's just incredible amount of pitchers that did that, so we're not going to go through that. All right, so this is 3 or more homers in a game. So Stanton, Judge, Trumbo, that's Chris Davis with a K, Laureano, Gallo, Robinson Cano, Machado, Murphy on the Mariners. Oh, that could be Tom Murphy. I guess Tom Murphy. So this one, multiple special events happen in one game. That's why it's not just home runs. All right, Bregman hit 3 homers in the game. Mike Napoli, 3 homer. Gonzalez, Cargo, guess in there. Brian Dozier, Josh Donaldson. So usually I'll click into one of these if it's a 4-homer game. All right, here's Grand Slams. We're going to skip that. A lot of Grand Slams, apparently. A lot of offense going on here. RBIs, we don't care. Runs. So stolen bases, 3 or more steals in a game. So Souza, Marte, Kingery, Kane, and Kane again. All right, multiple error games, we don't care. Hits for cycle, we've got Tatis Jr., McCutchen, Bellinger, Nelly Cruz, Willie Adames, Manuel Margot. And then in the park homers, we've got Kelly for the Diamondbacks, Fowler, and Abreu. Okay, so you can see here the strikeout games is just incredible. So we are not going to scroll through all of this unless one popped out at me that was like I'll just really quick go through this again. If there's like a 20 strikeout game or something, but I didn't see anything like that. I think I saw 17 was maybe the high. So we're going to skip this. Nope. Okay. No hitters. Cueto, Verlander, Clevenger. Now let's look at these briefly. All right. Cueto, no hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts, no walks, 27 batters faced. Wow, hardly any offense in this game at all. And yeah, the Giants only had 2 hits. McCutchen homer. And the Cubs got no hit. Did they get perfect gamed? It looks like no, because Baez grounded into a double play. So that means Schwarber was on base. Was there an error that I missed? I don't know here. Yeah, Giants, 1 error. Wow. So near perfect game for Cueto, but a no-hitter. 9 innings, 8 Ks. Okay. Error by Longoria. That's it. Okay. So congrats to Johnny Cueto for that one. Verlander. plenty of offense for the Tigers here. Goodrum with 3 hits. Castellanos, McCann, J.D. Martinez all homered. And Verlander no hits the Sox. He gave up 4 walks. And he struck out 8. Okay. And this is Clevenger versus the Reds. Mike Clevenger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks. And 5 walks, 16 strikeouts. Alright, so that's our special events for Season 1. That'll wrap up Season 1. Now, I'm going to go to open a different library, restore, select. We're going to pick Season 2, overwrite. And season overview for Season 2. Okay, Boston 102, Indians 108, wow. Astros 85, Mets 102, Cubs 91, Dodgers 96. All right, so we've got some, some different leaders up here. The Indians with 108 get a point, so they're tied now with was it the Dodgers? And if we look up here, we've got, like I mentioned, the 2002. So this is Season 2. All right, so got Boston over the Yankees and the Rays, and the Jays and the O's below 500. Boston 192 run diff. Indians 286 run differential, nice. And they just blew away everybody in the Central here. Everybody else sub 500. AL West. So we see the Angels in Season 1 were 62 and 100. Now they bounce back with 78 wins. All right, we're still not 500, but only 7 games out of first. Astros take the division though. So I like seeing, some different leaders here. Like we'll get there. Mets over the Nationals this time. Both teams with very good run differentials, but the Mets run away with it. Nationals 9 back, Braves 14 back. The Phillies lost 114 games. Yikes. I'm very curious to know why they're so awful here. Cubs, 91 wins. 4 games over the Brewers. Everybody else below 500 there. And in the NL West, we've got the Dodgers again, but 201 run differential. Rockies second. Diamondbacks third. And the Giants and Padres below 500. So let's look at the leaderboard here. We've got Mookie Betts over teammate Rafi Devers in batting average. We've got Edwin Encarnacion for the Jays, 48 and 114. And actually for the Jays here, Encarnacion 15 and Encarnacion 17 for the Indians. So that's pretty interesting there. Hey, Albert Pujols. Actually putting up some numbers for the Angels, and that's why they probably finished closer to 500. Who do we got? Nick Markakis in the NL. Barely over Charlie Blackmon, 328 to 327. We've got Pete Alonso leading the way with 57 jacks, 132 ribbies. Giancarlo Stanton with 46. So Substantial lead there for Alonso. AL pitching, we've got Verlander, 2.99 leading the way, also 16 victories. It's kind of a low victory total for the leader. Blake Trinan with 29 saves, leading the way there. NL ERA, DeGrom, 2.17, 18 wins. Jacob DeGrom, distant second, Jack Flaherty. We've got Jimmy Nelson, Trevor Richards, interesting. Save leader, Brad Ziegler, 27. AL MVP goes to Jose Ramirez over Josh Donaldson. Chris Sale gets the AL Cy Young over Verlander. NL MVP Alonso over Joey Votto. And NL Cy Young DeGrom over Arrieta. Alright, so now we can go to special events for Season 2. Clicked on the wrong thing there. There we go. One of the nice features I like about Digital Diamond is it has an encyclopedia feature, so you can compile stats over multiple seasons and look at the career totals for those players. Alright, let's scroll down here. I'm looking for home runs, right? That's a lot of walk-offs. Home runs. Alright, Logan Morrison, Garver, Grandal, Wieters, Chris Davis, Muncy, Soler, Springer, 4 homers. We'll click into that. Sal Perez, Soto, 4-homer game. We'll look at that. Alonso, Eloy Jimenez, and Votto. So, what did I say? Springer. Let's look at Springer Dinger. Springer 4-dinger. 4 for 4, 4 homers, 5 RBIs. Newspaper box. Newspaper box looks pretty sweet. This was off of Mike Leake. And some of the relief staff there. So if we look at the extended, not extended, the scorecard is what I wanted. Right, so you can see Homer, 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 Homer. Pretty cool. Alright, and we've got Soto, 4 homers for the Nats here. Go back to game summary. National Soto, 5 for 5, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. And he did homer, single, homer, homer, homer. Oh, that's what I wanted to show. Let's see. So if you hover over one of these and you wait a moment, it'll say who it's against. Alright, against Sam Dyson. Against Samardzija. I'm going to guess this was also Samardzija. Yep. And that one back here was Reyes Maranta. So that's pretty neat. Okay. Let's scroll down a bit. A lot of Grand Slams. I mean, a lot of Grand Slams. That's like a lot of stolen bases, a bunch of threes. Okay. What else? Hit for cycle. Jay Bruce, Francisco Cervelli. No, he hit a Grand Slam. Dickerson, Corey Dickerson hits for the cycle. All right, in the park homer, David Fletcher, inside the park homer. But it was also a grand slam, it looks like. The old inside the park grand slam. So, a lot of strikeouts. No hitters. Verlander throws a no hitter. Let's click into this. Let's see what JV did here. Newspaper box. 4 walks. 4 walks, 6 Ks. All right. So no hitter for Verlander. And we're gonna stop there. All right. Season 3. Restore. Season overview. Alright, so just keeping myself honest here. 2000, got the 0-3 over there. So the Rays, Indians, Astros, nobody with 100 wins here. And the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks get a point for season 3. So let's take a quick look here at the standings. AL East, Rays 6 games over the Yanks, 7 over Boston. We got the Indians and Tigers tied for first in the Central. Everybody else below 500 there. We have the Astros 3 games up on the A's. Everybody else below 500. Nationals, Mets tied for first. Brewers 5 games up on the Cubs. And down here, so didn't see anybody with 100 losses. Diamondbacks 100 wins, 219 run differential, so they take the title for season 3. 11 games up on the Dodgers, 18 up on the Rockies. Everybody else below 500. AL batting, LeMahieu 342 over Miguel Cabrera. Encarnacion on the Jays 47 jacks. Jose Ramirez next at 45. Got a Mike Trout sighting here, 106 ribbies, leading the way. NL, Ender Inciarte, and Charlie Blackmon at 335. Pete Alonso, 53 round trippers over Bryce Harper. And Eugenio Suarez, 126 ribbies over Pete Alonso, the polar bear. So, AL pitching, Kluber, 171 ERA, 23 victories. Brad Peacock next on the leaderboard with 302 ERA and 15 wins. David Robertson, 24 saves. Miles Michaelis, 278 ERA over Mad Bum. Got Jacob deGrom leading the way in wins. There's another Jimmy Nelson sighting. Saw him earlier in the win column. And Brad Ziegler again, 30 saves for the D-backs. So AL MVP goes to Jose Ramirez over Trout. Kluber, AL Cy Young, Adam Warren of the Yankees at distant second at 195. NL MVP, Pete Alonso, 356 over Bryce Harper. And Jacob deGrom over Jimmy Nelson. And there's a Mike Soroka sighting. Interesting. Alright, let's go to our special event report. Yeah, part of the fun for me is seeing some of these names. It's like, I remember that guy. Whatever happened to him? So, let's scroll down. Walk-offs. Home runs. Whoa, that's a long list. I'm not going to read all these. I'm just going to look for a 4. Okay, Braun. Because that's a lot of 3-homer games. Like, seriously. Alright, Braun. Let's see what happened here. 4 for 4, 4 homers, 5 ribbies. And this was off, mainly off John Neese, and Seth Lugo gave up the 4th one, it looks like. If we go here, we can confirm that. Alright, Neese, Lugo. Alrighty, what else we got? Slams, hits, ribbies, runs, steals. A lot of 3 stolen base games. Hits for cycle. Not going to read those all off. You can see them. Inside the park homers. Same. Strikeouts. We are not looking at all those strikeouts. Wow, that's credible. No-nos. 3 of them. Hill, Godley, Scherzer. Rich Hill's electric stuff. 12 strikeouts, 3 walks. Okay, against the Jays here. Alright, pretty good game for Rich Hill there. Zach Godley would not be a name that I would expect to see on this list, but here it is. Right. 2 walks for the Nationals. Sorry, let's see their lineup real quick here. I mean, that's a pretty good lineup. We've seen the Nationals with 100 wins here in Season 1, so we know they're a good team. So Godley, 9 innings, no hits, 2 walks, 11 Ks. Alright. And Brad Peacock. Also, no hitting the Nats, it looks like. Yep, 5 walks. Peacock. And look at that, 1 hitter for Scherzer. Lost the game. 1 hit, 10 Ks. Lost. Peacock, 9 innings, no hits, 5 walks, 10 Ks. Alright, cool. Good deal. Let's go to season number 4. Alright, so let's do this. What are we? Season 4. Alright. Overview for season 4. Alright, what do we got here? got the Indians with 107 wins, tops in the American League. Astros with 100. And a couple hundreds here, so 107 means that the Indians are leading right now. So yeah, season 4. And so the tally right now is Indians 2, Dodgers 1, and Diamondbacks 1. Alright, well, let's just cruise through here quick. Yankees 3 games up on Boston. Jays and Rays above 500. Orioles just squeezing in under the 100 loss mark. Indians, the only team in the Central above 500, 229 run differential. In the West, got the Stros, 13 up on the Rangers. Everybody else below 500. In the NL East, Nationals 2 games over the Mets, tight race there. Marlins 111 losses. Cubs win the Central, 100 victories. 5 up on the Brewers. Reds just over 500. Pirates lose 95. In the NL West, Diamondbacks 100. 5 up on the Dodgers. And what else? Everybody else below 500. Padres, Rockies, 90 lost seasons. Alright, American League batting leaders. Altuve over Bogarts. Judge, 55 jacks. JD Martinez, Jorge Soler, Gary Sanchez, all with 50 plus. Soler, 129 ribbies. And you can see the rest here. NL batting, Wilson Ramos for the Nats, 334 over Paul Goldschmidt. Giancarlo Stanton, 61 dingers. Pete Alonso next with 47. And RBI lead, Goldschmidt and Juan Soto, 117. AL pitching, Justin Verlander, 238 ERA over Trevor Bauer. Mike Fiers, 18 wins. Craig Kimbrell for the Red Sox, 33 saves. NL pitching, we've got Cueto, Johnny Cueto, 207 ERA, 17 wins. And second place for both, John Lester, 305 ERA, 16 victories. Corey Nebel with 28 saves. AL MVP, Lindor, 387. Judge, 378. Soler, 356. AL Cy Young, Danny Salazar, interesting, 211 over Mike Fiers. NL MVP, Giancarlo Stanton over Goldschmidt, Bryce Harper. NL Cy Young goes to John Lester over Johnny Cueto, Yu Darvish third. Alright, let's look at our special events for Season 4. Okay, view special events. Okay, scrolling down a bit. A lot of walk-offs. Home runs, 3 home runs or more. That's a fairly long list. I'm just looking for 4 homers in a game, because that's too many to go through. Here, JD Martinez hits 4 homers. We'll check that box score. Walker, Neil Walker, I'm guessing. Yeah, 4 in a game. Yep. Alright, let's check out this one. JD Martinez, player of the game, 6 for 6 with 2 doubles, 4 homers, 8 RBI. Newspaper box score. I mean, they just piled on against the Rockies here. 21-7 final. Goldschmidt, Pollock, Martinez. Look at all these guys with 4 hits. Segura, Escobar, Castillo. Wow. Okay, but JD with 4 jacks in the game. That was against Chad Bettis. They let him take a real beating there. Ottavino, Holland, Senzatella. Okay, scorecard. So double, double. Then he went Homer, Bettis, Homer, Bettis, Homer, Ottavino, and Homer, Senzatella. Wow. All right. And Neil Walker. 4 for 4 with a walk, 4 homers, 8 RBI. So let's see here. 4 for 4, 8 RBI. This game against the Cardinals. Wainwright. Again, Wainwright got destroyed here. Gave up 7 homers in the game. I guess their bullpen was exhausted. That does happen. Scorecard. We know these are all against Wainwright, but it was a walk. Homer, 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 Homer. Okay, let's scroll down, see what else we got. Bunch of slams. Not going to go through any of those. Hits in a game. He had 6 hits. JD Martinez. Runs. Stolen bases. 3 steals in a game. Hits per cycle. Here's the list here. Inside the park homers. 6 of those. Strikeouts in a game. I mean, just the list goes on and on here. No hitters. Liriano, Verlander, Severino, Greinke. Let's check them out. Liriano, let's see. So versus the Reds, couple of walks. What's it say here? Game summary, 9 innings, 8 Ks, 2 walks. Okay, so Francisco Liriano with the no-no versus Cincinnati 2015 through 2019. I mean, it's an okay lineup. Verlander, let's see what we got here. One walk, Stanton. No hits the Yankees. JV, 9 innings, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Severino. Alright. No hits the A's. That lineup's not that good. Was a 1 walk by Billy Burns. Interesting. Okay. Sevy, 9 innings, 1 walk, 12 Ks. That was at the stadium. Yankee Stadium. And Greinke throws a no-hitter for the Dodgers against the Twins. Okay, there's their lineup. No walks, but there was an error here, so not a perfecto. 9 innings, 5 strikeouts. And the error was by Greggy. Well, there you go. Alright, that's it for Season 4 recap. Okay, Season 5. Let's see who won this round. Alright, season overview here. Alright, here's the standings. We've got the Red Sox with 100, nobody else over 100 in the American League. Scrolling down to the NL. Nationals 107 looks like the top dog here, so Season 5 belongs to the Nats. Alright, let's just recap the AL here. The Sox with 100 wins, 13 up on Tampa Bay. Jays and the Yankees were in the running. Orioles were not in the running, 96 losses. NL Central tie. Indians and Royals, 88 wins apiece. White Sox 1 game back, so pretty good battle there. Tigers and Twins, not a factor. And in the AL West, we've got the Astros, 94 victories, 13 ahead of the Angels. Angels finish at 500, everybody else below. And the A's with 93 losses, bringing up the rear in the American League West. Over in the NL, we've got the Nationals with a 14-game lead over the Mets. Nats with 195 run differential, positive. Marlins and Phillies, 90-plus losses. NL Central, we've got the Brewers over the Cubs by 6. Everybody else below 500. Reds, 93 losses. And in the NL West, we've got the Dodgers at 99 wins, 17 ahead of the D-backs. And then we've got two 90-loss teams in the Padres and Rockies. All right, American League leaders for season number 5. And I'm just going to scroll back up here. Yep, 005. Okay, good. Forgot to check that. All right, Mookie Betts over Wilson Ramos by .001 for the batting crown. Prince Fielder right behind with 351. So Mookie takes it with a 354 mark. Mark Trumbo of the Orioles, 51 round trippers over Nelly Cruz. Josh Donaldson, 128 ribbies. Mike Trout second with 124. And Longoria 123. So that's your AL batting leaders. Over in the NL, we've got Daniel Murphy, 321, taking the batting title over Paul Goldschmidt. Giancarlo Stanton, 65 circuit clouts for Giancarlo. Eugenio Suarez, distant second with 47. Stanton also leading the league in RBI with 133. Only 4 ahead of Suarez. Let's scoot down a bit here. AL pitching leaders, Shane Bieber, 305 over Brad Peacock. And we've got Charlie Morton, 16 wins, leading the way. And David Robertson, 35 saves for the White Sox. NL pitching leaders, Jacob deGrom, 213 over Jake Arrieta. Tanner Roark, 19 wins. deGrom and Nola and Strasburg, 18 apiece. Kenley Jansen, 32 saves over Juris Familia. And MVP goes to AL, goes to Josh Donaldson, 4 votes over Mookie Betts. Mike Trout in the mix at third there. AL Cy Young goes to Charlie Morton over Danny Salazar and Brad Peacock. NL MVP goes to Stanton over Bryant. And NL Cy Young goes to DeGrom over Roark and Strasburg. Alrighty, let's take a look at our special events. Alright, I'm going to scroll down a bit, ignoring all this stuff. A lot of walk-off wins there. Home runs. Anybody with 4 in a game. A lot of 3 in the game. 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Nope, no 4 homer games. Scrolling. Hits in a game. Davis for the Orioles gets 6 hits. Chris Davis. RBIs. Ignoring. Stolen bases. Mercado, Indian steals 4 bags. Okay, everybody else 3. Hits per cycle. 7 of those. Inside the Parkers. 8 of those. Strikeout, high strikeout games. See a lot of 12s, 13s, 14s. This is a large list. We're going to scroll on by. There's an 18K game for Garrett Cole. Alright, no hitters. Ooh, we got a few of them. So let's just start cranking through. Garrett Cole. No hits, no runs, 13 Ks, 1 walk. And he no-hit the Indians. Top of the lineup, pretty stout. Bottom of the lineup, not so hot. 1 walk, 13 Ks. The 1 walk was Lindor. Okay. And that's a pretty nice line there. We've got Chris Sale throws a no-hitter for Boston. Alright, and Boston just poured it on in that game, 19-0. Milwaukee, 1 walk by Grandal. That looks like it. 1 walk, 11 Ks. That's that one. Nice game by Sale. Colby Lewis for the Rangers. No hits. Who did he no-hit? He no-hit the Red Sox. Alright. And he gave up a walk to Benintendi. 9 innings, 1 walk, 7 Ks. Alright. Castillo for the Reds. No hit the Phillies. Santana with a walk, that was it. Luis Castillo, 9 innings, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Alrighty. Garrett Cole again. 2 no-nos in a season. That's kind of rare. He no-hit the Rangers. He gave up a walk to Nomar Mazara and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Doesn't look like a great offense, but it's still a no-hitter, right? 18. That was his 18 strikeout game. There we go. 3 walks, 18 Ks. Did I miss a walk in there? I don't know. I think I did. Yeah, Gallo walked. Okay. So 18 strikeouts and a no-no. Pretty exciting. Chad Kuhl, did I see there? 9-0 over the Reds. Gave up a walk to Zach Cozart and Kurt Casale. Chad Kuhl. It dropped his ERA to 5.61. All right. Well, that'll do it for season number 5. So let's go check out season number 6. Alrighty, here we go. Season overview for 6. Alright, so we've got the Indians with 100, we've got the Astros with 105 here, Nats 103, so the Stros. The Stros get into the mix here. So we've got Indians 2, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Nationals, Astros. All right. AL East, we've got Boston 5 games over the Yankees, Rays 7 back, and then 2 teams with 92 losses, the Jays and the O's. In the AL Central, we've got the Indians, 100 wins, 20 games up on the Tigers, and nobody else above 500 in that division. White Sox, 93 losses. AL West, we've got the Stros by 25-game margin, 209 run differential. Mariners lost 90. Again, nobody else above 500 there. NL East, Nationals 220 run differential, 103 victories, 8 better than the Mets. Everybody else sub 500. Phillies 98 losses, and the Marlins 62 and 100. Ouch. Brew Crew wins the Central 96. Cubs and the Reds 13 back. Cardinals, Pirates with 97 losses. NL West, we've got the Dodgers by 5 games over the D-backs, 8 over the Giants, and the other 2 sub 500. AL batting leaders, Jose Altuve takes the crown, 345 over Dustin Pedroia. Nelly Cruz, 48 jacks over Chris Davis with a K. And then we've got JD Martinez, 123 to Nelson Cruz's 112. And NL batting, we've got Yunel Escobar, 324, tied with Ketel Marte, and just barely above Cody Bellinger. Home runs, we've got Stanton with 50 over Arenado, 43. Arenado taking the RBI title, and Stanton second. AL pitching, we've got Blake Snell, 256 over Luis Severino. Domingo Germán, Severino, Verlander, 17 wins apiece. Taylor Rogers of the Twins, 30 saves, 1 better than Francisco J. Rodriguez, a.k.a. K-Rod. NL pitching, we've got Clayton Kershaw, 226 over Aaron Nola. Tanner Roark, 21 wins over Jack Flaherty. And Trevor Rosenthal, 38 saves. Top vote getters, AL MVP, we got Alex Bregman over JD Martinez. AL Cy Young goes to Severino by 11 votes over Germán. NL MVP goes to Arenado over Charlie Blackmon. And NL Cy Young goes to Tanner Roark over Jack Flaherty. All right, let's go to our special events report. And I'll take a look at this. And we will scroll down a bit again, past all the walk-off stuff. Home runs. Anybody with 4? Anybody with 4? I see a bunch of 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. No 4s. Alright. Hits in a game. Trey Turner got 6 hits. Or no, not Trey Turner. Sorry. Turner for the Dodgers. Justin Turner. Wrong Turner. But we got it figured out. Steals. Jonathan VR. 4 bags. Davis. Rajai Davis on the Indians. 4. Okay. Hit for the cycle. Only 1 this time. Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski. In the park homers. Only 4 this season. 6 here. Strikeouts in a game. Scrolling. There's just too many of these. Should probably bump up the minimum for this, but in earlier seasons, there's sometimes hardly any with 12 in a game, so. And no hitters. Alright, let's take a look. Waka, Verlander. Sorry, it was not Waka, it was Herman. Verlander, Morton. Alright. Domingo Herman, who in real life has thrown a perfect game, albeit against Oakland, but still counts, I guess. This one he gave up a walk to Colton Wong. He was near perfect, but not quite. The Yankees also made an error in this one, so Waka pitched well in defeat, but Herman only 1 walk, 3 Ks, but got the no-no. And that was a Cardinals lineup that's not bad. Not too bad. Alright, we've got, let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to scroll down. My bad. Verlander, no-hitter. So Verlander no hits the Indians. There are walks, Ramirez, Santana, Napoli. So 3 walks, 7 Ks for JV. And Charlie A. Morton. And he gave up a walk to Troy Tulowitzki and Devon Travis there. 2 walks, 9 Ks, no hits, Mr. Morton. Alright. That's it for no-nos. Season 6 in the books. Let's keep cranking along here. Season 7. Almost skipped ahead to season 10 there. Caught myself. Click too fast sometimes. Alright, and again we can check ourselves here when this loads. There we go. 007, good. Nobody with 100 wins here. Nobody with 100 wins here. So 97 Dodgers, 98 Astros. So the Stros, yes, the Stros now have 2, so they're tied with the Indians with 2 season wins apiece. Alright, let's take a look at the standings. We've got the Yankees up by 1 over Boston. Rays, O's, and Jays all below 500. Indians barely above 500 win the division by 3 over Detroit. So look at that, a lot of parity here. Not much separation. Only the White Sox only 12 out. Over here, we've got the A's four back of Houston. Houston with a 229 run differential. We've got the rest below 500 there. The Mets by 2 over the Nats. The Mets 193 run diff. I think that's the highest I've seen for them. Atlanta 9 back. Phillies with 103 losses. I think that's their worst year so far here. The Brew Crew 3 up on the Cubbies and the Reds. Cardinals only 4 back, and the Pirates were the only team that were not in contention there. And the NL West, we've got the Dodgers by 11 over the Rockies and the D-backs. Giants and Padres. Padres suffering a 100-loss season. All right, AL batting leaders, LeMahieu and Brantley 340. Chris Davis with a C, 57 dingers. Gary Sanchez second with 46. Brian Dozier making an appearance on the list here with 128 ribbies. Chris Davis second. NL batting, Daniel Murphy taking another batting title at 328. Charlie Blackmon runner-up. Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez for the Rockies, 54 jacks, 145 ribbies. Freddie Freeman second in both categories, 42 and 127. AL pitching, ERA title goes to Chris Sale over Charlie Morton, barely. Josh Tomlin, 17 wins. Blake Trinan, 24 saves. Over in the NL, we've got Zach Greinke, the leader in ERA and wins, 237 and 19 respectively. Clayton Kershaw, 2.5 ERA, and Kyle Freeland, 18 wins, runner-up. Kenley Jansen, 29 saves over Hector Nightmare Neris. All right, and then we've got the AL MVP, Chris Davis with a C, takes it over Dozier. AL Cy Young goes to Tomlin over Sale. NL MVP goes to Cargo over Freeman, barely, 4-vote difference. And NL Cy Young goes to Zach Greinke over Strasburg. All right, let's go to our special events. Okay, let's get past the walk-offs here. Keep going, keep going. Hold on. Home runs. 3, 3, 3. Bunch of threes. Okay, we're going to skip past slams. Ribbies, don't care. Runs, don't really care. Steals. 4 steals by Marte. Starling Marte. Errors, hits for the cycle, 4 of those. In the park homers, 5 of those. Strikeout games, there's a 17 for Flaherty. Gonna keep on scrolling here. One no-hitter, Lackey of the Cubs with a no-no. Who was he facing? Facing New York. There was an error in the game. There were 5 walks. Okay. And still, it's a no-no. So, John Lackey, congrats. All right, on to the next season here. Okay, let's see what we got here for season number 8. don't have any teams with three three wins or 3 points yet. So let's see if somebody wants to move out in front here. All right, in the American League, Indians with 102. Nationals 109. Nationals get another point. So we have Nationals, Astros, Indians with 2. Dodgers, Diamondbacks with 1. All right. Let's just revisit these. Yankees, 4 games over the Red Sox, 202 run differential. And Tampa Bay in 3rd. Baltimore with 90 losses. Indians, 102 wins, again, well ahead of the runner-up Tigers, and all of the teams here, with the exception of Cleveland, sub 500. So that's pretty rough. Astros barely edging the Rangers here, and the A's. The Angels pull off the 100-loss season. So there's that. Nationals 109 wins, 100 wins for the Mets, but they come in 2nd. Everybody else below 500 there. Marlins 90-loss season. In the NL Central, we've got the Brewers over the Cubbies by 6. The Cardinals right at 500. Pittsburgh 95 losses. Forgot to mention Nationals 254 run diff. That's one of the highest I've seen for this particular library of teams here. So, and in the NL West, Diamondbacks 92, 7 games up on the Dodgers, a couple of sub 500 teams, and then there's the Padres, 51 and 111, negative 215 run diff, and that's not good. All right, AL batting crown goes to Tim Anderson, 359, well ahead of DJ LeMahieu. Aaron Judge edges Josh Donaldson for the home run crown. Chris Davis, Jorge Soler, Todd Frazier, all within striking distance there, but Judge got it with 50. Soler takes the RBI title, 126, over Carlos Santana. NL, we've got Charlie Blackmon, 325 average. Jeff McNeil's 2nd. Giancarlo Stanton, 48 bombs. 2 better than Bryce Harper. And there's Cargo and Eugenio Suarez with 40 plus as well. Cargo of the Rockies, 121 RBI. Over Ketel Marte of the D-backs. AL pitching leaders, ERA title and most victories, Corey Kluber. James Paxton next on the ERA list. Erasmo Ramirez, Luis Severino tied with 15 wins, well behind Kluber. Save leader, Roberto Osuna. NL pitching leaders, Nola just barely edges DeGrom in the ERA race. Zach Greinke 3rd. Wins, Jake Arrieta, Jimmy Nelson tied with 19. Yuris Familia, 36 saves. And we've got the MVP and Cy Young results here. Jose Ramirez over Josh Donaldson for AL MVP. AL Cy Young goes to Kluber. More than 100 votes better than the runner-up Paxton. NL MVP goes to Bryce Harper over Charlie Blackmon. And NL Cy Young goes to Jimmy Nelson of the Brewers over Arrieta. And DeGrom 3rd. All right, so let's look at our special events here. scrolling down, scrolling. And here we go, homers. 4-homer game, anybody? I do see one, Gurriel. Do we have two? Nope. Gurriel for the Astros, 4 homers in a game. Yuli Gurriel, 4 for 5, 4 homers, 8 ribbies. Look at the box. There it is. And there. And look at the scorecard. So that was against Mike Fiers. Then he flew out to center. Also against Fiers. Yusmeiro Petit. And Lou Trevino. So 4-homer game for Yuli Gurriel. Congrats. Skipping the slams. We are, what else? Hits in a game, Buxton, 6 hits. Skipping RBIs. Steals. Benintendi steals 4 bags. Cool. Hits for cycle, Castro, Ozuna, Turner. In the park homers, 4 of those. Strikeouts in a game. See a bunch of 12, 13, 14, 15. There's a 17 by Castillo. No hitters, Kluber. Let's jump in there, check this out. Go back to game summary, Kluber's electric stuff and pinpoint command. 9 innings, no walks, no hits, no walks, 12 Ks, 27 batters faced. Looks like a perfecto to me. Let's see. Alright, let's look at the scorecard. Yeah, not seeing anybody reach base here. That would appear to be a perfecto for Corey Kluber. So awesome, good game. Alright, well that concludes season number 8. So let's restore season 9. Just to clarify how I'm doing this, after each season completes, I do back up this library, which just creates a backup folder under the Digital Diamond version 12. There's a lot of subfolders that it's under, and then I rename the folder to be, season 8, season 9, season 10, whatever, just so I know where it is. And I also go to Encyclopedia, and I do update the encyclopedia with stats in this library. I created the encyclopedia at the beginning so that I can keep track of these by season and look back at the career numbers when we're done. So we will do that. Oops. So what did we do? I just restored season 9. Got a little bit off track there. Sorry, folks. So, can anybody get to 3 wins here? Because otherwise this is going to take us a while. Alright, season 9, 103 for the Sox. couple of 102s, 102, 108 for the Dodgers. Dodgers win it. Dodgers are now at 2, so 2 points. 2 season victories for the Dodgers, Nationals, Astros, Indians, and we have 1 for the Diamondbacks, right? So that should be 9, if my math is right. Let's go back up here, but nobody wants to jump out to a, we've got to get to 4 here, so we're stuck on 2. All right, Red Sox, 103, Yankees a distant second, everybody else below 500, 191 run diff, pretty good. Indians, 99 wins, 18, the Tigers finish 500, and everybody else below, a couple 92 loss there. Astros, 9 games over Texas. Everybody else below 500 here. Angels, 93 loss. Nats and Mets tied, 102 victories. Braves, 20 back at 82 and 80. Phillies, 106 losses. And over in the Central, we've got the Brew Crew over the Cubs by 11. Reds, 500. Pittsburgh lost 100. Again, forgot to mention the Nats here. 268 run differential. They've been pretty consistent up there. Dodgers 266 down here. That's how they won it. 18 up on the D-backs. 101 losses for the Padres. All right, AL batting leaders. We've got Mookie Betts with the batting title 363 over Eric Hosmer at 340 for the Royals. AL batting, we've got Aaron Judge, 54 jacks, over Nelly Cruz, Jose Bautista, Jose Ramirez, Todd Frazier on there. Betts, 123 ribbies, takes the crown there. 118 for Robbie Cano, don't you know. NL batting leaders, we've got Bryce Harper, 341, edging out DJ LeMahieu. And we've got Giancarlo Stanton, 49 bombs, just edging Bryce Harper here, which means that Harper does not get the Triple Crown by 1 home run because he led in RBIs and batting average. Freddie Freeman up here a couple times. Let's see what else we got. AL pitching, Kluber again, 2.99. Chris Sale next. Sale, 20 victories. Kluber, 18. So the 2 top dogs there. And saves, got a 3-way tie. Cody Allen, Alex Claudio, and Houston Street. NL pitching, we've got Kershaw, 2.44 ERA, 23 victories. Chase Anderson next with a 2.55, and Jacob deGrom with 19 wins. Kenley Jansen, 35 saves. Top vote getters, Mookie Betts over Jose Ramirez for AL MVP. AL Cy Young goes to Sale over Kluber. NL MVP, Bryce Harper over Freddie Freeman. NL Cy Young, Clayton Kershaw over Chase Anderson. So we got, let's go to reports here, special events. Okay, home runs in a game, a bunch of 3s, no 4s. So I'll leave the list up there for a second if anybody wants to look. But otherwise, we're going to skip ahead. Hit Strikeouts in a game, Ketel Marte, Corey Dickerson, 6 hits. Runs in a game, don't care. Steals, okay. Hitting for cycle, VR and Zobrist. In the park homers, 4 of those. Strikeouts in a game. I see an 18 here, Jose Fernandez for the Marlins. And I don't see any no-hitters because they would have been right there. So no no-nos. We'll forge on here. Okay. So season 10, we are not going to have a winner emerge after 10 seasons because we don't have anybody with the possibility of having 4 wins or 4 points by this time frame. Season overview. And 2010, yep. 100 for the Indians. 101 for the Nats. So the Nats get 3 points now. Alright, so they're ahead. Alright. Yankees 4 up on the Sox. Cleveland 14 up on the Twins. Tigers also above 500. White Sox 96 losses. AL West, we've got the Stros over the Rangers by 6. Up 10 on the A's. And Angels 93 losses, but the Mariners 101. Alright. NL East, we've got the Nats over the Braves by 12. Over the Mets by 15. Couple of 90 loss teams here with the Marlins 97. Brew Crew 99 over the Cubs. 13 back. Cardinals 18 back. And the NL West, we've got the Diamondbacks over the Dodgers by 6. And everybody else 95 plus losses, with the Giants losing an even 100. Alright, so we got AL batting leaders. Marwin Gonzalez, 324 over Raffy Devers. Giancarlo Stanton, 46 jacks over his teammate Aaron Judge. Alex Bregman, 120 ribbies, 4 better than Stanton. Now we've got NL leaders, Gene Segura, 326 over Yelich. So Stanton for the Marlins here, 46 over Yelich. And Soto for the Nats, 126 over Yelich. Pitching leaders, Trevor Bauer, 2.55 ERA. Jay Happ, 2.84 for the Jays. Happ with 19 victories, 1 better than Masahiro Tanaka for the Yanks. Cody Allen, 27 saves. NL pitching, Mike Fulton-Nawich for the Braves, 235 over Jake Arrieta. Arrieta, 18 victories, 2 better than Jameson Taillon for the Pirates. Hector Nightmare Neris, 26 saves. And we've got Let's see, MVP goes to Alex Bregman in the AL over Francisco Lindor. AL Cy Young goes to J Happ over Tanaka. NL MVP Yelich over Soto. And AL Cy Young Jake Arrieta over Taillon. Alright. That's the Season 10 overview. We'll do reports here. Alright, homers in a game. Oh, a lot of 3-homer games here. Wow. 3. Yikes. Goldschmidt 4. Check that one. Okay, here we go. Goldie. Looks like he had a amazing performance here. 6 for 7 with a double, 4 homers, and 8 RBIs. And the Diamondbacks blew out the Braves 24-5. There's Goldschmidt's line. Beautiful, right? And 4 bombs there. This was coming against the Braves. Fried, Tomlin, Jackson, Vizcaino, and Grilly all served up homers. Let's check out the scorecard. We've got Goldschmidt homering in the first off Fried, doubling in the second, homer in the third, Fried, homer in the fifth, Tomlin, homer in the eighth. I gotta scroll a bit here. Homer in the eighth against Luke Jackson, and it looks like he came up in the ninth going for his 5th homer, and he flew out to left. So that's pretty amazing there. Let's see what we got here. Hits Tatis and Goldschmidt, 6 hits in a game. Runs, stolen bases, errors, hits for the cycle. They've got 5 hitting for the cycle, 5 inside the Parkers. I'm going to skip down through strikeouts. And no no-nos. So we go to Season 11. We got to see if the Nationals can get their 4th victory or if we keep on extending this. You know, we go until we get 4 victories, right? So let's see where we're at. Alright, season number 11. Yankees with 99, top of the American League. And the Nationals, 108, are the best overall. And that gives them 4 victories, or 4 points in my methodology here. So, therefore, the Nationals are declared the winners of the Hardball Retro Actuals library from 2015 to 2019. Alright, so we've got a winner. Let's take a look at the final standings here for Season 11. So Yankees 10 up on the Sox, 15 up on the Rays, Baltimore losing 102 with a negative 200 run differential. Yankees with plus 180, pretty good. Indians plus 184, pretty good over here in the AL Central. They finished 3 up on Detroit, so excellent season for the Tigers here. And we got the White Sox 96 and Royals 91 losses there. AL West, we've got the Astros over the A's by 2, Rangers 6 back, and the Angels losing 95. So fairly consistently, the good teams rising to the top, the bad teams remaining below 500 for the most part. But I do enjoy the fact that there's a surprise here and there. Every once in a while, even those awful teams seem to bubble up to the 500 mark or even a little better. The Nats, 108, 245 run diff, definitely the cream of the crop here. 15 over the Mets. Everybody else pretty far back, and the Marlins 100 losses. In the NL Central, the Cubs take it, and they're the only above 500 team. The Brew Crew to finish 12 back, and the Cardinals lose 91 games. In the NL West, we've got the Dodgers 14 up on the Rockies, 17 up on the D-backs, and the Padres and Giants losing 91 apiece. All right, AL batting title in the final season here. Michael Brantley, 338 over J.D. Martinez of the Red Sox. And Gleyber Torres, 50 homers. That's a extreme surprise. I guess, was that the year he had 38? So maybe not an extreme surprise, but definitely a bit of a shocker. So he finishes over Stanton, Trout, Martinez, and Bregman. Got JD Martinez, 124 ribbies, 8 better than Trout. And NL batting, we've got Daniel Murphy, 354 over Ketel Marte. Home runs tie above the top of the leaderboard with the teammates Nolan Arenado and Carlos Gonzalez, and their teammate Trevor Story finishes third with 40 jacks. Story leads the league in RBIs over his teammate Charlie Blackmon with 134. Rockies are just all over the leaderboard here on offense, so must have been their awful pitching that held them back. Bauer, 1.79 ERA, takes the ERA title, and he's tied with the most victories with teammate Corey Kluber. Jordan Montgomery second with a 2.53 ERA. And David Robertson of the White Sox, 27 saves, leading the way there. NL pitching, Miles Michaelis, 240. Mike Foltynewicz, 286. Jacob deGrom, 21 victories over Johnny Cueto's 19. And there's Hector Neris again, 28 saves. AL MVP, Francisco Lindor over Gleyber Torres. And Stanton right there. Bauer over Kluber for the AL Cy Young. Charlie Blackmon takes the NL MVP. Bryce Harper, kind of a distant second there. Trevor Story up there. NL Cy Young, Jacob deGrom over Miles Michaelis. All right, let's see our special events, and then we'll take a look at the career leaderboards as well. Homers in a game, a bunch of threes here. I'm not seeing a 4, so we'll skip ahead. Hits in a game, Shin-Soo Choo with... Nope, sorry, not Shin-Soo Choo. He was listed there, but it was Ian Kinsler with 6 hits. Apologize for the confusion there. Stolen bases, okay. Bunch of threes. Hits for cycle, Moncada, Desmond, Nimmo. In the park homers. Got 7 of those. K's in a game. I see DeGrom with 16. Couple of 15s. I'm just going to skip down here. There's just way too many of these to go through. No hitters. Here we go. Chen and Bauer. So let's take a look here. Wei Yin Chen. No hits, no runs. 9 Ks, 2 walks. That was against the Yankees, so Stanton and Chase Headley walked. And for the Orioles, Wei Yin Chen, there's his line. It brought his ERA down to 6.29. Wow. Alright, here's Trevor Bauer. No hits the Angels. Walk by Trout, 2 by Iannetta. 3 walks, 9 Ks. Alright, so that's that. And now we go to reports. And encyclopedia. So let's just real quick, we'll do I like this one. I mean, we've gone through the awards and stuff, but let's do the overall standings, right? So you can see the Nationals, 619 winning percentage. They had the most victories, so they did deserve to win it. The Indians are next, then the Mets, Dodgers, Red Sox, Brewers, and Astros. All, so again, if you divided this by 11, because we went 11 seasons this time, not 10, you would see the number of victories per year. And worst team was the Marlins and the Padres, and the Phillies all with over 1,000 losses. So there's that. And I didn't want to go all the way out of there, so let's see. Encyclopedia, all career batting. Yeah, let's look at this. Okay, well this one I can sort on the different. Yeah, I can click on home runs here. And I don't want to see. Well, the fewest was Ichiro, the most Stanton. So again, divide this by 11. That's how many homers they had per year. Donaldson, Cruz, Judge, Suarez, top 5 there. About by batting average. Worst batting average was Saltalamacchia. Best, Luis Arias. Not a real surprise, but if I had adjusted this by at-bat requirement, he would not qualify. So Daniel Murphy takes the batting title. Mookie Betts, LeMahieu, Altuve, Kendrick. So you can do it this way. Let's just do OPS while we're in here, right? Top dog for OPS, JD Martinez. But again, his 2017 season looks like he only played about half the games here. So we'll go with Bryce Harper with the top OPS, followed by Betts, Ohtani. I'd have to see what my at-bat cutoff would be because a couple of these might be low. Yeah, Ohtani and Alvarez, you can see here, a little bit low on this. So probably Judge, Cruz, and Ortiz would probably fall short there. Goldschmidt here. So anyway, that's how we do that. And reports, all career pitching view. I think I can create the leaderboards for Encyclopedia batting and pitching as well. I'll take a look at that real quick when we're done here. So let's see who had the most wins, right? DeGrom, 20 ahead of Scherzer. So let's see the most saves. 244, David Robertson over Kenley Jansen. Familia's up there. What else? ERA, well, these are going to be relievers because I haven't restricted the innings. These are mostly relievers. These are like all relievers here. Here's the first one. That's probably a starter. Yeah, Greinke, 267. All right. So anyway, if you're looking for a particular player, you can sort it on name. You can, you know, you do a lot of stuff here. So let's see if I do new report. Encyclopedia, new report, untitled. Then I have to go here, type. Career batting leaders. Right. I might have done that wrong. New report, encyclopedia. Oh, let's call it Encyclopedia Career Batting Leaders. Okay. Let's see if I did that right. There we go. Alright, so again, it has Arias because I haven't filtered on the number of plate appearances required. So if I go out of this, can I adjust that here? I know there's a way to adjust it, but I don't see it. So I'm not going to mess with that right now. So again, if I want to do new report, encyclopedia, right? That drops it down here. I'm going to call it, well, let's select career pitching leaders. And we're going to name it Encyclopedia Career Pitching Leaders. There we go. Bam. No, I didn't want to do that. View. There we go. Alright, so same deal. I just got to remember where to adjust the innings requirement. There, strikeouts per 9. These are all relievers right now. But anyway, pretty quick and easy to set up new reports. Yikes, home runs allowed. So if that was by 10, it would be 47. So by 11, it would be low 40s. Still 40 homers a year. Not too good. All right. Well, that about wraps it up for us here. Hope you enjoyed. Keep watching the channel. Keep playing those baseball sims, and hopefully I see some of your videos up on your channels. But until that time, keep playing ball. We'll see you soon. Take care.